Welcome YouTube again to another wonderful video by Leland4783. This is a follow-up video from the basic farming video tutorials that I made. You can see the farms are still over there. I haven't even looked at them since I've been here. But yesterday I posted those basic farming ones, so if you haven't seen them, go check them out. And as promised, today I am going to show the nice automatic farms that I have built over there. Now, also, I forgot to mention, I did mention the texture pack I was using last time, which is the reason why I had so much lag. But this time, we're just using the normal texture pack, and I shouldn't get any lag out of this. I'm hoping so. My processor was just running way too fast because it's way too high quality, and with wraps running and recording at the same time, you know, pain in the butt. Anyways, on to the video, I guess. Oh, yes, and for those of you who want to know, the texture pack is called Pure BD Craft. I'll hopefully remember to put a link in the video description. And also, I am using a mod, and it's called Techit. It's on a website called techit.net, I believe it is. I'll put the link in the description also. Basically, it's one of the easier ones. It's a combination or culmination, whatever you want to call it, of many different mods like Buildcraft. You got Equivalent Exchange. All these wonderful mods that make things so much easier, all in one package deal, plus multiple other mods that can be played separately from Buildcraft and everything else. And it's really easy. All you have to do is open it up, and it basically installs itself into a separate Minecraft, and then you can use that separate Minecraft, which seems to always be a version behind, but big whoop-de-doo. And you'll be able to use all that stuff, so you don't have to go through all the painstaking process of actually putting everything together for yourself. It'll automatically do it. Anyways, onto the video. Automatic farms. So, like I said, I have all the farms already pre-built, but I dug the ground out underneath so you can get a top view and a bottom view of the farms. And these are basically what they're going to look like, or how I have them arranged myself. You put lights on them. You can make multiple rows next to them running to the same switch. I mean, I just built one row of each one, just as a description. I didn't want to go too far. I will show off the ones in my server that I have. It's just a private server for me and my girlfriend, any of my friends, so don't be expecting to get on it. You guys aren't lucky enough. Anyways, yes, so these are automatic farms. We'll start with the wheat one, since it's one of the easier ones. Alright, so basically, what I have is, got an edge wall. The water is actually underneath this block, so that the other water won't, well, let's turn the rain off real quick. Alright, it's trying to go away. Let me bring back my stuff. Alright. So basically, the idea of this is that you have the wheat running, and when I flick the little switch at the end, it'll let this water run down, which will harvest all your crops and bring them down into right here, hopefully. But this is going to ruin the redstone. Of course, I didn't think about it, so I'm going to let that be like that. And it's just going to ruin the whole machine, but you get the basic idea. You guys can plan it better ahead. I'm shitty with redstone, so put no thought into it. But yeah, I put glowstone on top of these. Basically, the water for the plants is underneath this row right here. I put the stone on top of it so that when the water comes down the path, it won't link with this water and just decide to stay up there, like, you know, water will do. Such a pain in the ass. And yeah, that's the whole basic idea. I mean, underneath, go and look at it. We've got a piston, which is holding up the nice iron bar. just holding our water supply at the end back. And then the redstone running down. Had to use a repeater. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. And it'll give you instructions on how to make it and everything. Well, let's see it in action. Flick the switch. The water comes down, harvesting all your crops, and brings them right down to the bottom for you. So easy. So freaking easy. Just turn it off. Water goes away. Then just get back to planting all your crops. The funny thing with wheat one is that you will have to replant, but it just makes it easier for you to get the crops harvested if you have a big one set up like I do. Alright, on to the melon one. The melon one's a bit different. It's going to be 3 rows wide. And this being so that you have to have the water. And then the actual melon vines, which I put glowstone over top of to help the rate of growth. I actually used bone meal on them to make them grow. And then the lane where the melons will grow, and one has actually grown. The idea behind this one is, and I'll show it off real quick since we do have a melon. You hit the first... Whoa. You don't kill the lever, you hit the lever, and it knocks it up 1 row. This being so when you hit the next lever and it makes the water flow down, it won't destroy the vines, which it will do if you let that happen. Now notice 1 melon did go off to the side, but this automatic farms are for the use of like lots and lots and lots of crops. So just 1 melon falling out of like 70 different melons making like 3 to 5 slices isn't going to be that bad. Now as you see, I poor planning again. Didn't fill in the gap or think about the redstone, but as you can see, here comes the melons. In a nice fashion. Oh, come here, melons. Come to daddy. Okay. Then you just shut off. Make sure you shut the water off beforehand, and then let the pistons go back down. So this is what it's going to look like underneath. You're going to have the pistons underneath of dirt, each one. By the way, this is redstone wire. It's part of the mod. I got lazy. Redstone is way too much of a mind fuck, I guess you would say is the best term, to try and make it set up on all these pistons at once. Plus this one is way too close on the rear side. And this is the one that controls the water at the top the same way as the wheat one would. So yeah, I just use redstone wire because I'm lazy and I really didn't want to take the time and go through all that mind-boggling nonsense with redstone to do. As you can tell though, redstone wire can actually go along the sides of things. It can go up things. You don't have to build those nasty staircase looking things and use up all that space and everything else. But redstone does have its uses over redstone wire. But redstone wire for this project was just the more efficient way to do it. But yeah, these are the automatic machines. And we'll zip over into the future real quick into my server, and I'll show you the actual massive farm that I have built in progress. Everything probably won't be grown out. I haven't been there in a while, but we'll see. Alright. Hey again, YouTube. Welcome to the future. I've already finished both of the videos for this, and I am currently downloading them so I can put them up. But I forgot to mention something. About the water and the length you'll actually have to build these things at. Water only travels from where you put the source block down, say this. It only travels 7 blocks more from that point in the forward standard directions, not diagonally. So when you're going straight across with this, it's only going to travel 7 more blocks beyond that. And then when the water falls down again, it's going to have the same effect again. So I'll show you real quick. The source block is right here. The piston's going to count as 1, and then there's 5 more blocks in front of it. You also have to account in the fact that the water has to drop down and start again, and then finish at another point. So really, you can only make the first one about 5 blocks long, and then the second one about 7. blocks long so that it brings it down into a nice little area where you can pick it up. But yeah, that's all I forgot. And I'm gonna have to split the video in half again, so the next video after this point will be what is on my server.